Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a snowball sock. You're going to need some socks, the long tube socks. We got these from the dollar store. They were 2 for $1. A measuring cup, scissors, some white string that they make the friendship bracelets out of, darning needles, some rice, and some cotton. I got my cotton from Walmart. It's Christmas time, so they had blanket covered cotton snow. So, okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get your sock, and then right where the ankle is, you're going to cut about an inch below. Here's the ankle. You're going to cut about 2 to 3 inches. You're going to leave that much left of your sock. So let's cut that. Just cut straight across, and it's going to leave like a bib looking thing. Should be about yay big. Okay. Now you're going to need to put about a 1/4 cup of rice into your measuring cup. And a 1/4 cup is just enough. These are middle schoolers, and the ball is still light enough so it won't hurt. And if you do a little, you can do it without any rice, and it works just fine. You take the long tube part that you cut, the bottom part, you can do. Without the rice, it's a lot softer for the littler ones, if you want to do that. If you wanted to add a little more rice, it would be a little harder. It would leave a little sting. Anyway, you flatten out your rice and then fold it over. And fold it over again, just so it makes a little square. And then you get your, you cut rectangular pieces out of your cotton. If you don't have rectangular pieces, that's okay, but it's easier with the rectangle, so you just fold it over and one side, and then you fold it over the other side to make a little cross, so all of it gets covered. Okay, and then you stick it into your cut piece of sock, the toe part, and just shove it in there. Okay, just shove. Make sure it fills out the bottom part of it. This excess here needs to be filled out, so just pull it up from the top of the sock and shove the bottom. Now that it's all filled out, then you kind of squish it. Okay, you squish it to fluff it up a little bit. Then you get your thread and your needle. Okay. Leave about 3 inches hanging off of your needle. And then you're going to do an in and out stitch. Just kind of shove again with your fingertips, just to try to make it even, because when you're sewing, you're using your fingertips as a measuring guide. So right at the end of your fingertip here is where the cotton and the cotton ends. So you stick your needle into the top of the cotton there, and just use your fingers as a guide. So try not to poke yourself. So you just go in with the needle and right back out. And it's going to be about a ½ inch apart each time. So you go about a ½ inch over, a ½ inch in the back, and out. If you get a little bit of cotton stuck on the back of your needle, it's okay. Just that's what your fingers are for, to separate the cotton and the needle. So just kind of keep, and a guide. So just kind of keep your fingers there. And don't poke yourself. ½ inch over, about there. Pull it through. ½ inch over, a ½ inch over. And if you're using your fingers as a guide, you should wind up in the same spot as the beginning. If you don't, once you notice that you're not at the same, go ahead and just start trying to make try to make it even. In and out, in, and then you want to try to wind up about the same where you begun, but not exactly where you began, because then you'll just create a bigger hole. So, and then let your needle loose, and then you have a drawstring. So you're going to pull on your drawstrings, and it's going to close the hole, and you're going to shove the excess into the hole. Just kind of tuck it all in there. And if you don't close it correctly and you leave a lot of excess, it's going to look funky. So you need to make sure that all of your excess sock is tucked away. So you pull it closed, and then you'll see what you need left over to tuck. And then you go ahead and tuck, so it looks like that, where it's got nothing but string basically. You can see the string. Okay, so then you pull it tight, and that is what it's going to look like with a better close. Okay, so now you just go ahead and tie this part where they meet into a knot, and then it cinches up like that. If it doesn't cinch, it's because you've got some excess sock sticking out. Place your thumb onto the string so that way you can hold it tight and make a quick knot. Tie it down. Just a simple knot. Okay, and then see how it's got just a tiny bit of an opening? You can pull on both sides of the strings and it should shut it close. You gotta pull kind of hard. After doing a few of these, your hands start to hurt. And then you're just gonna do another knot. And then just do one more for good measure. Okay, and then you are done. So you just gotta cut down. If you trust your knots, cut down all the way to the beginning. Okay, and then you just kind of fluff it up, make it round, and there's your snowball.